Hey friends, Scott Smith at the Smith team at Keller Williams. Wanted to share with you some insights on something we encounter just about every single day. And these are 5 things that your realtor should be doing when they're marketing your home. And what I'm talking about is when we go into a seller consultation, we share with them what we're going to be doing, what's next, and how we stand out from the rest of the realtors in the business. And unfortunately, there are someone that just will do the basics. They'll put a sign in the yard once they get that listing sign. They'll put up some crappy MLS photos, and they'll just pray that it eventually will sell, and the market will take it from there. And if it doesn't sell, then they'll just hit you up for a price reduction, just to say, well, the market's not that good, and they'll just follow up with it on that regard. So, I want to share with you 5 things that we do that certainly makes a difference. Number one is having a dynamic pricing strategy. What I mean by that, it's not just a random number that the online portals like a Zillow will spit out. It's actually market-driven data that will give you great numbers, and then also using that experience that we have in selling home every week to make sure that those properties are priced well and leaning on our experience for that. So having a dynamic pricing strategy, making sure that we're all on the same page with you as a seller to make sure that that property is going to get sold for top dollar in a shortest amount of time with the least amount of inconvenience and hassle when we're putting it on the market. Second thing I wanted to share with you is having a strong marketing strategy. We are not in the same market where we were a couple of years ago, where those properties were selling in a matter of minutes. We have to be more aggressive with that marketing. We're looking for some of those buyers that might not be looking right now, but we've put that great house out in front of them and they're ready to make a move. We're also marketing to our realtor friends. And so we've got kind of the internal marketing to the realtor friends and also the external marketing to the general public. And some of them might be swimming in the same pool, so to speak, where those buyers might be working with an agent and they haven't seen that property because it was something that was unique and maybe they just didn't come across their agent's desk. So having that written marketing strategy is certainly important to know exactly what your agent is going to be doing and when it's going to be going out there and who they're going to be targeting. So having a conversation around that before the property even goes on the market is critical to make sure you've got good success and you're all on the same page. The third thing I wanted to share with you is really important, is that's having a good staging consultation. And that could mean bringing in an outside stager. We use outside stagers quite often, and we also have great experience in working with our sellers to do some staging, strategic staging before we even hit the market. And that goes beyond just making sure the house is clean and decluttered, but maybe we want to bring in some accent pieces. Maybe there's some different furniture. We're selling properties that are vacant, and virtual staging certainly makes a difference. But some of those properties having some real furniture, so when people walk through the property, it's just a different feel. It doesn't feel so cold. If you think of the parade of homes that we have in the Twin Cities, some of those homes, they're going to be staged, and they're going to have some not heavy furniture, but it's light decorating, just so people can get a good feel of the space that is involved when they're walking through that home. The fourth thing I wanted to share with you is this showing feedback. We're not in a market where homes are selling in a matter of minutes or hours. We're not even where it's a matter of days. Sometimes we've got weeks. And so we want to make sure that we're having good showing feedback. And it's not just the generic stuff that we get right through the MLS. We've actually customized our showing feedback questions. We're reaching out to the agents before they show the property to build rapport, see if they have any specific questions, sharing with them some of the good information that they need to know before they even show the property, and then following up with them afterwards. So we can gauge what the reason was why they didn't write an offer, or if they do plan on writing an offer. The fifth thing I wanted to share with you is having a weekly update, and that's certainly important. If we're going to be on the market for a couple weeks, we have the honeymoon period where we hit the market and everything is good. We've done everything we can, and we're not getting the offers. We're not getting the showing activity. Is it something that's outside the market, our market, that we need to wait on, or are we getting good online traffic and good showing feedback, but we're not getting any offers yet? And that encapsulates everything that I've just mentioned to you, in addition to looking at some of the online traffic that we're getting from the different portals to make sure that we're getting good activity and eyeballs on the property, and then people walking through the door. So there's some insight on what some of the top agents are doing to get homes sold. If you're not getting that experience, reach out to us, 651-777-3434. Happy to help you get on the right track and get your home sold for top dollar. Reach out to us online. You can certainly send us a direct message or email. All the different channels you can find us on. We're happy to have a conversation with you about what we do differently than other realtors to get homes sold. Thanks. Have a great day.